G'day guys, hope you're all doing well. I'm just walking out to a burrow up here that I know has got a few in it. I walk out here with the dogs every now and again. It's not far from my place, only just up the road round, maybe about 500 yards from where I live. And I come out here every now and again with the dogs, and there is a couple of burrows here, but not many. But there is a burrow up here that I had a look at, and it is holding a couple. Tell by all the digging around it. So you heard me mention in a previous video that Graham was sourcing a new buck for me with the intention of getting vasectomised. So I've got him here today. I've called him Rip for Ripper, and just call him Rip for short. So I've got him with me today. Apparently he's never been handled very much and he's untested, but he comes from good working stock. So I've got him here today. I've got Chewy, Fang and Storm, and that's it, because I'm only going to do 1 or 2 burrows, and I'm mainly out today to see how Rip goes, and then I'll make a choice between him and Ragnar, which one I get vasectomised. So I'll breed Ragnar first if it's him, and then get him vasectomised. And depending on how this one works, I'll either leave him whole or get him vasectomised. So one of those two, see all the fresh digging right there, we'll be getting vasectomised. More digging there and there. That's all fresh digging all the way through here. And this burrow's just in here. See some, I don't know if you can see the holes because they're covered in grass, but if you're looking through here you can see a few burrows here. That one's caved in, one there caved in, so it's probably got a lot of dead ends underground here. But if you look down in here you'll see a few better holes down in there, there and there, one over there. So I'm going to put the long net all the way around it and drop in these young ferrets, and there is 1 or 2 other burrows around here that I'll be doing, but I've only got the young ferrets out, the most inexperienced ones I've got, and I'm just going to give them a bit of work today. Got 2 of my Fang and Chewy, 2 of my cut bucks. I've got the new one Rip and Storm, which is a Jill that's the same, which is Storm, Chewy and Fang, brother and sisters, and they're all going good already, but I'm just giving them a bit more work. Alright guys, well I'm going to put the long net, the burrows in here, stretches up into that cactus patch and then up into the grass there behind that, near that tree. So I'm going to put the long net around it and drop in Rip first. I'll see how he goes. Now Rip was sourced for me by Graham, and thanks to Graham for getting him for me, and he looks like a beauty, and I'll show you him when I get him out. I'll put him in first. But he's a very nice type ferret, very active ferret. You wouldn't ask for a ferret with better conformation. He's a really good looking ferret. Nowhere near as big as Spike and Ragnar. Ragnar's just a bloody giant now. Can barely, I have to just about use 2 hands to pick him up. Can't get my hand around his neck. So he got a lot bigger than I thought he would. Anyway, that's what I'm up to today guys. Get back to you. Alright guys, I've got the long net set up now. It goes right out here, right around that big tree out the back over there, around that tree there and then back. So it's fully enclosed in. So we'll get Rip out and we'll have a bit of a look at him. I'll give you a bit of a look at him. I think he's a bloody fantastic ferret. His attitude is super good. This is him. And remember, he hasn't been handled. Great, when I picked him up, Graham said, the owner said, oh, watch him, he hasn't been handled. He's got a metal tag in his ear, the owner tags them from his best working lines. And that's him. But when I put him down and when he comes up, I'll give you a bit of a look at him. He does turn his head a bit, but he hasn't even tried to bite yet. So what I might do is try and push the rabbits this way. There is a hole up here near this tree. And I'll just get this ferret used to me and start to get him working. I can't remember where this hole, there's one here, this will do. And this is the first hole he's ever seen. Apparently he's never even seen a rabbit. There you go, straight to ground. Let's see what he can do on his own. Untested, untried, and he's about somewhere between 6 and 10 months old. I think Graham said he was born in January, but I'm not sure. But anyway, he's from last year's litter, so between November and January. November last year and January this year. But I know this burrow's, well, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that it is holding something because of all the digging that's around this burrow. There's plenty of it. I've got Chewy, Fang and Storm as well. Storm we know is going very well, and Chewy and Fang are doing very well right now too. And they were the ones that I bred this year, the ones that I kept. There he is, he's back out. Dot, 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 dot. He won't be used to that yet. But he's a beautiful looking ferret, very, very good on his feet. He's just one of those ferrets that's very active, hyperactive. From what I've ascertained from having him. I only picked him up last night. I drove 3 hours there and 3 hours back to get him. I didn't have to pay for him, but Graham, who wants a kid out of one of my gills, he gave me this ferret. He sourced him for me, and I'll give him one of Trixie's kits. He seems calm enough, doesn't he? I'm not sure if that burrow I just put him in actually goes in. So let's try him in a hole that looks good. Yeah, he's a little bit... He needs handled, that's for sure. You can tell that he hasn't been handled a lot. Because he's turning his head a fair bit when I'm carrying him. Because he wants to do his own thing, but that's nothing to me. I can get him out of that. Let's see what you think about your second hole, mate. Off he goes. Not bad. I might just grab Storm out. She's actually going really good, Storm. So he went to ground both times on both holes. Chewy, every time I go to pick Chewy up, he always grabs my shirt. He never ever bites me, but he'll grab me on the hand or on the shirt, and he'll just hold it. He doesn't bite. It's just like his way of... and Graham, he's got his full sister, and she does the same. Right, there goes Storm. Oh, there he is. Oh, actually, that's Tilly. I didn't grab Storm. It's bloody Tilly. I meant to grab Storm. Anyway, not to worry. Tilly needed to work anyway, but she's not quite as experienced as Storm. Tilly back down. Jeez, I thought they would have been coming out here a bit quicker than this. Dot, 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 dot. Yeah, I might have a look in there. Well, he goes straight to ground, which is good. So, there's one. Tilly just folded that out because he's over there and Tilly was over here. Well, that's good. That's the first time I've seen Tilly bolt a rabbit. All right, mine. Good boy. Watch him. Watch him. Big buck. Jeez, he's big, solid buck. Gotta watch this other buck. I don't want him slipping away in the debris. There's Tilly. Another burrow. There's a few burrows on, a few holes on this burrow. Dot, 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 dot. See if she goes back down. Trying to find her way. And down she goes. That's good. There's a burrow in here, I didn't even see it. I just seen Rip over there, and there's Rip there, and he was over there, so he's working them. And there's Tilly. It's actually going pretty good for a first time ferret. Came out, had a bit of a look and took off on his own. There goes Tilly. Here he is now. You notice the improvement in Tilly from the last time I used her, and I did mention in the last video that you would notice, it would be noticeable. And to me it already is. Go to the toilet. Back down. I like this ferret, mate. For a first time ferret, he's very inquisitive. He's playing with the other ferret. And his balls have dropped too, by the way. My other two bucks at home, their balls haven't dropped yet, but this one, for whatever reason, they already have. It's a little bit early for them, but I'm not going to put any more than 2 at a time in here because there's a lot of long grass and they can get into these cactuses out the back here and I can lose them, so I would only use 2 at a time. Geez, there's Tilly right over there now. Geez, she's starting to work a lot better. I don't even know where she came out, but it's a fair way from where she was a second ago. She's moving a lot faster on the ground now. Probably here. Oh no, it's a bolt hole, look at that. And back down. You'd never even see that, would you? There's Rip. Dot, 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 dot. Just give you a good look at him. He's a really nice ferret. Just remember he's very young. First time out, and hasn't been handled all that much apparently. He doesn't bite. Let's try and get him up here. This burrow stretches a fair way and you don't know whereabouts the rabbits are in it. I think he's been in there. There was a big hole up here somewhere. Oh yeah, on this tree. Come on. Off he goes. So I'm pretty happy with him. He's really, he looks to be very active, and he's gone to ground and he's looking around. So for a first time ferret, can't ask for much more than that. Tilly's working a lot better today. There she is, she's out over there and going back down. She just came out over there and went straight back down. And I said that would happen after that last burrow she was on, that it sparks their enthusiasm. There's Rip, he was right up the back over there, and now he's just come up there. In there, see if he goes back down and back down. So he came out of that hole there, walked around, and then went in there. I'd be surprised if that was the only rabbit in here. Because there's a fair few burrows in this area, holes, and I haven't seen any of the ferrets come out of them. Although they could be, they look like they're blocked, but that one's blocked. That one's blocked. So most of them up this area are blocked. I was expecting to get at least 2 or 3 out of this burrow. With the amount of digging that's around this immediate area. There's Tilly. And Rip. Tilly back down. Back up. And down. Rip. There he is over there. Nice looking ferret, isn't he? Very nice. There's Tilly. So they've worked the burrow pretty well. What I'll do is I'll pick them up when I get an opportunity, and I'll swap them now. I'll put Fang and Chewy in there that are a little bit more experienced than these two. Not a lot, but You know, they're probably a couple of months up the track on these, especially on Tilly, and like I said, Rip, this is his very first burrow, so there's certainly a lot more experience than him. I'm happy with Tilly, there she is now. She's working the burrows really well now. Let's see if she goes back down. Anyway, I'll grab her if I can get a chance. Dot, 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 dot. She normally comes when I call her. I'll just let her go. If she wants to go back down, I'll let her. There's Rip over there. She's looking for someone to go down. She's, which is alright. I don't mind them doing that. Dot, 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 dot. Alright, I'll swap them over now. So that went pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. For a ferret that's never seen a burrow or ever seen a rabbit, I'm impressed. There's Chewy and Fang. Alright, let's lock them two up. And these two are very big compared to him. Oh, got it out. Had his foot stuck then. Right. These two we know are going good. They've bolted quite a few rabbits now already. One in there. Fang. Chewy. What are you doing, Fang? It might not go in. Dot, 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 dot. There is a burrow over here. I'm going to drop them in without any nets at all, and hopefully they'll run this way, but you know, they can run anyway, but it'll give the ferrets a little bit more work, and plus it's out in the open, I can see. Here's Fang. He came out of that little bolt hole by the looks. Yep. Let's see if he finds his way down. Yep, there he goes. Thought I heard a bolt then. Wasn't sure. Okay. Back down. Oh, there's a rabbit. Did hear a bolt. Good boy. That would have been Chewy. I thought I heard a bolt, but I didn't see it come out. It's a buck too. 2 bucks. That's about what I expected, 2 or 3 out of here. And I suspect that was Chewy, because Fang was just above ground just before it bolted. And when I heard the bolt, Fang just went in, so I suspect it was Chewy. I'm standing over this side, so in case they try and sneak into these cactuses. If they go out that way, I'll see them. There's Chewy. I'll just let him find his way back down. See if there's any more holes up here. Got to be careful I don't fall in. There's that one there. An old one there. These ones are all filled in up here. Those prickly pears there on that cactus, you can eat them. You just peel them and eat their flesh, and it is pretty tasty. Chewy. I'll just let him go. See, there's Fang right over there. I don't think that goes in. I think it just goes in and comes back. You'll see him come back if it doesn't. Looks like there's a burrow there too. There's Fang. See me? He's coming over. And down. You see how much better they're getting now, those young cup bucks. I don't know where Fleet's gone. But there is a few burrows around. Oh, there he is. Oh, there's something in that burrow. You can see him sitting on it. Come on, Fleet, come. So there's a burrow right there, and I'll guarantee there's something in it. For him to be sitting on it like that when I'm ferreting, there's definitely something in it. Fang. He doesn't want to come out yet, you can tell. Good boy. Alright mate, I'm going to work you over here, so just hang around. Right, I'll just get Fang back in a second, and then we'll move over to this other burrow. It's a bit bigger and I can see all the ferrets a bit better. Fang's out now, back down. I could net this hole up, but I'm not going to. I don't want to take all the rabbits from this area because it's so close to my house. It's good to come down, just grab a couple of rabbits every now and again. If the rabbits run out here, the dogs, very, very hard for them to catch them because of the landscape. A lot of trees and sticks and a lot of very close burrows. So that's why I'm not going to net it. If they get out and get away, so be it. I like to leave a few in this area because it's so close to home. I like to be able to come down, grab a couple of rabbits, not take too many, go home. It's a good place to stay and work your ferrets. Look at that, Graham. You'll know what that is, mate. I'd say it's off an old alley bottle myself. We were talking about that yesterday. Said, oh, do you see any old bottles? And you see all the, you see all that around here, Graham, all the old glass, old bottles, you know. See all the glass here. Like I said to Graham, I said a lot of them are broken, you know. Come on, Fang. He doesn't want to come out yet. Normally comes when I call him. Good boy. Good boy. Alright mate, come on, I'll go over here. Oh, I'll turn the camera off and put it on when I drop him down. Fleet's still guarding that hole. He may have chased something in it, not too sure. I do this burrow every now and again, and it's good. It's so close to home, and it always has a few rabbits in it, but there's a big burrow just over there. But if they run to that burrow, they'll get caught in the net, so 50-50. Well, I'm on a Fleet's mark, but I'll probably get on the other side of the fence and try and push them that way if I can. There's another hole, big hole there. And there's quite a few holes on the other side of the fence there. One there, over there, one at the back near that little half cut off tree. And they're just the ones that I know of. So this fence sometimes is electric, but I don't think it is. It's on. There's no horses or all that in here. Alright, so let's drop a few ferrets in. I'll put them all in here, all 4 of them. Chewy, Rip, put them in together. Here's Chewy, there's Rip. Move, Fleet. Fang, Tilly, and Fang. Tilly. Take it easy, Fang. Easy, mate. You can go in there with her. Off they go. That's Fang. You can tell Tilly because she's got her tail cropped. I thought I meant to grab Storm, but anyway, it doesn't matter, I'll take her out tomorrow. give you a look, guys. There is another burrow comes out there. One just in there. One here. A couple on the other side of the fence. One there, and a couple here. So it's and I do this burrow every now and again. I normally grab a rabbit or two out of it, and then I go. Today I'm just using it to give these young ferrets a little bit more work, and to have a look at Rip and see how he goes. He went to ground, and he's hunting. So there's Fang all the way over there on the other side of the fence. See if he goes back down. He'll come if I call him anyway. Back down. But with the dog marking the hole the way he did, I'd be surprised if there's nothing in here. There's Rip way over the back there. So he went from right up the front all the way to the back. And back down. I heard a bolt. Yep. There's a bolt right there. Sounded like a ferret was on it. Probably Chewy, because Fang was there and Rip was there. It's either Fang or... No, there's Fang. There's Tilly. Oop, there goes one. Gonna hit the net. Bang, got him. And that was Chewy right behind it. Chewy or Rip, I'm not too sure, but it was one of the polecats. Good boy, Fleet. Okay. One of the ferrets is out up there, I can see. I'll try and hurry. Oh, gee. There's a lot of sticks in this net now. Thought I moved most of them out of the way, but when the rabbit hits them, they push them forward. I haven't got time to muck around with it because I've got to watch these ferrets. Right, so we can tighten this up a bit. It's not ideal. I'll try and hit it in a bit. Right. So there we go, 3 quick rabbits. I'll pick them up now because I don't want to take any more from here. They've had a bit more work and they've pushed 3 rabbits out. Looks like they're all still underground. Might get on the other side. Alright guys, just in case the battery goes flat, there goes one. Oh, rabbit came out of there, ran in there. It was about half grown. And there's Tilly right behind it. That's good. I'll just drop her in behind it. She's going much better now, Tilly. As soon as they come up now, I'll grab them. I shouldn't have actually put Tilly back down because that half grown one would be better if it let it grow up a bit. So I'll say it now in case the battery goes flat. How much time we on the battery? Oh, we've still got a little bit. It's a glorious day out here today. Yeah, so I drove down to Graham's yesterday, 3 hours there, 3 hours back. Sat down, had a bit of a chat with him. We were looking at his ferrets and saying what we're going to be doing this year with them breeding wise. And then I drove back home, but I'm very impressed with this young rip. For his first time out, you can't ask for any more. Very impressed with him. There he is. Or is that Chewy? That was Chewy. So he's going like a trooper, Graham. He's really going good, mate. But we were talking about him last night, Graham and I, and we both said, mate, and we both know ferrets reasonably well, and ferrets with that type of attitude and the way that he is, you normally get 1 or 2 in every litter, and they're normally the ones that I keep, ones like him. But he's just an extrovert. He's very, very alert and always moving fast. Even in the cage, like when he comes out, he's always, you know, he's hyperactive all the time. And you can notice it, you can pick it in their eyes too once you get an eye for it. When I'm picking ferrets out of a litter, that's normally what I'm looking for. As long as they carry the other traits. Like, I don't know if he's going to stay on the kill, which, you know, we don't know that yet. But, and he probably won't get worked all that much. I mean, I'll work him for the next month, assess him properly, and then make a decision. But I have to get one of them vasectomised. I've got 3 bucks now and none of them are vasectomised. Spike I definitely won't. He's already proven himself. And I've got his full brother that's already cut. I'm going to breed Grace with Spike and Lagatha with Spike. Or I could put Lagatha to this one, because they're not related either. So he's got the goods, we can see that. That looks like Tilly. Actually, it was Fang. There's Tilly. And back, she's just gone back down. And you see how much better she got. Like, she's about 200% better than she was 2 weeks ago. And she'll only continue to improve now. There she goes. Tilly just came out of that hole, straight into that one. 2 weeks ago, she would have came out one hole and just walked across the paddock. Go to put her back down, she wouldn't go down. Dot, 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 dot. That's looks like Chewy. He's got the band on his tail. I'll pick him up now. Dot, 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 dot. Oh, they're all starting to come up. Fang just came up. Tilly's up. Well, I haven't seen Rip. Let's hope he didn't get out when I was over there. It's Fang. Tilly. Let's just drop you down there, girl. I think I just seen him there, not too sure. I had a corner of my eye. That's Fang. Stunning looking. And back down. Geez, you wouldn't you cry, you took him out first day and lost him. I'm just scouting the area now. There's Tilly. Actually, that's Fang. Back down. Oh. See me, he's coming over. There's Tilly. Tot, 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 tot. Good boy, Fang. Tilly. He doesn't want to come out yet. Back down. Oh. She's going a lot better now, Tilly, a lot better. Back. Back down. I just seen Rip come up there. But all three of them came up here. There's Fang. So I'll start to pick them up. So that Rip's working like a beauty, mate. Came up here, went straight back down. There he is. Back down. He's not used to me yet. So I'm not sure, there was a half grown one in here and he may have been on that because he was in there for about, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes. And the other two were sort of coming up and down. There's Fang. I'll pick Fang up. I'll pick them all up as they come out now. So these young ferrets have done very well today. What you do? Oh yeah. So we've got three big rabbits. Very impressed, Graham. Very impressed, mate. Like we thought, exactly. So the dog was right. There was something in here. Tilly and Rip are still down. So there you go, Rip, second burrow, first in, last out so far. And he showed his head in all the different holes, so he'll be okay, he's good. First time ferret is a beauty. So it'd be a hard choice to pick between him and Ragnar, which one I actually vasectomised. This ferret would actually be better because I can breed this particular ferret with all of my ferrets, including Lagatha. I can't breed Lagatha with Ragnar because they're brother and sister. So that's one advantage of getting Ragnar done. But I might breed Ragnar and get him done. I'm not too sure yet. I'll make up my mind over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to breed Ragnar with Trixie this year. But I might give him a run tomorrow. Trouble with being so close to breeding season, I don't want to lose him now. And it won't be long before the snakes start showing their head. To lose him to a snake bite or something now would be disastrous. There's Rip, just showed his head. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. He's a beauty, mate. He worked like a trooper. Good boy. Good boy. So we've got just Tilly to go, is it? Yeah, just Tilly to go. So, another brilliant day, guys. When Tilly comes out, I'm sure she will, I'll pick her up and then I'll take off. So, 3 quick rabbits. Young ferrets have worked very well. I'm extremely impressed with young Rip. He looks like he's got the goods, he's got the stuff. So that's good to see. Here's Tilly. Come on, girl. Alright, there's Tilly back. So that's all 4. There you go. Take care, guys. Bye for now. Just one for you, Graham. You said that ferret had never had a rabbit before. He already ate it. I just gave him a kit. See all the blood on his face? And he hoed into it, mate. Loved it. So if he hasn't seen rabbit before, he has now, mate, that's for sure. Bye. Alright, all packed up now, guys. Back at the car. Just going to gut these rabbits. Long nets are already in the car. So, just a bit of a recap. Ripped a new buck, very impressed with him. Tilly, massive improvement, and she'll only continue to do so. She worked really well today. You just leave it to the ferrets. Here you go guys. So they did very well. And Chewy and Fang continue to do what they do. And I'm pretty happy with them as cut bugs. I didn't catch any underground today, except for possibly that little half-grown one. Not too sure. So it was another successful day. And this place literally is less than a 5-minute drive from my house. So we didn't take too many, we only took the 3, so, which is good. This one here might even be pregnant, not too sure. Yep, it is. Yeah, it's got a few kids in this one. Yeah, so that's... But you can't get away from that. I mean, they breed all year round here, so there's not much you can do about that. Alright guys, another successful day. Very, very happy. Beautiful day to be out and about. It's about 18 degrees Celsius. Bit of a breeze, but that's okay. And I'll be out again tomorrow morning. Whatever you're doing in life, guys, take care, as it goes past way too fast. Bye for now.